It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dina Saurus.
What is up, everyone? I'm Daniel Quigley, co-host of the Don't Make It Weird podcast, and this is episode 41. And do you hear that, audience? You hear that voice? This voice is coming to you strong right now. That's the voice of a 80s shock jock that's just over-hamming it up right now. Hope you guys can deal with it. It's crazy up here, but you know who always deals with this voice? Who respects and appreciates this voice for all of his shock jockiness? I am joined, as always, by my co-host, the Mercurial Menace who masters mastodons, Dina fucking Saurus. What's up, Dina?
What's up, 80s disc jockey?
We are live! Glad to have you on the show, Dina!
Glad to be here, Daniel.
I don't know if I can keep that energy up the whole time, man. I don't know.
It's too much.
So,
you're at like a 7, and I need you to 3.
Okay, I can bring this down to a 3.
No, did you get it? That was a gun. Oh.
Are we going back to whispering?
We can whisper this time. It's okay.
Okay, all right. How's your body feeling? I know you were assaulted by your dog earlier before we got on the show.
Yeah, my dog boob slapped me, but I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh my god. Listen, consent is everything, even with dogs, and I hope that... Was it Midas or Miko?
It was Midas.
Midas, you son of a bitch, you fucking respect your mother, master, or whatever this situation is. All right?
I don't know which one would be worse.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if there's a better answer there. But you know who might have that answer, Dina? You know who might?
I don't know, Daniel. Who could it be?
Well, let me tell you something. I hear his voice. It's like an angel sighing. I have no choice. I hear his voice. And it feels like I'm flying. I close my eyes. Oh God, I'm in his closet spying. When you call his name, it's like a little prayer. He's down on his knees. He wants to take our episode there. It's the midnight hour. He will edit with a whiskey sour, just like a prayer. You know he'll buffalo you there. Producer Sean! What's up, buddy?
Hi.
What
I think we're all a little uncomfortable after that, buddy.
Was it the spying in the closet?
I don't know. Madonna's words coming out of your mouth was just weird.
Dina doesn't even know what song that was. This is before her time.
Oh, Lord.
I like that song that she did that was like a circus. I have a dance to go to that one.
Are you talking about the one with Britney Spears?
I don't know.
Oh, God damn it. Dina, you just talked about how the 80s was like a great time for music, and I give... Was that 80s
Wasn't
or
that
90s?
a hilarious way to bait people, though?
If it wasn't... If it wasn't late 80s, it was early 90s, so it's close.
Yeah, I tried to get you a song in that period, and you let me down, Dina. You let me down.
Sorry. It really did start a war, though, and I muted it almost immediately.
What
were
people
y'all,
saying
really
in your
don't give a
80s? Yeah, because you were trying to unify. You were like, all right, the 80s was like a great time for music. I think we can all agree. And what happened there?
They instantly turned it into a new world war. Like a war of the generations. And I was like, y'all, this is literally just about music. You realize that, right? Everybody was giving me their traumatic stories to 80 songs. And I was just like, yo,
oh God,
I really don't care.
Wait, so people were like, all right. I know the safety dance came out in the 80s, but this one time I was beaten with a lead pipe behind a quick
Essentially, that's what I was getting. And I was like, oh my God. They were my ex-husband that used to abuse me the 80s music. And I was like, can you calm the fuck down?
I was just making a joke. Jesus Christ.
It was too much.
Oh God.
Stop.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What, he used to put a soundtrack on and then just get to the abusing?
I have no idea. I thought it was a bot or somebody. I muted it.
Fucking... It's that's Patrick Bateman putting on Huey Lewis in the News before he kills someone. This kind of situation.
God, I felt like it was a serial killer situation, and this is his kill room music or something. I was like,
yeah.
Listen, your post was the equivalent of when you just go up to someone and you're like, "Hey, so how you been, man? How are you doing?" And what's the right answer to that?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. See. But then every so often you get that one person that's like, oh, you know what? it's been rough. Haven't eaten in a week. You know, and I've just been really sad lately. Blah blah blah. And you're like, listen,
and they're like, I just got out of rehab and
I'm just being polite.
Jumped off a bridge and I'm paralyzed, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like, dude, I was just being polite. I was saying hi.
You're supposed to just say good. Like, everyone knows that.
it.
It doesn't matter how shitty your day is going. You're supposed to just be like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we're all lying to each other here for the sake of social decorum. Dina, Jesus. This whole episode's going to be about trauma. Well, yeah, actually it might be. Because, you know what? Before we can even get into what our episode's about, Dina, we had a good time last episode, wouldn't you say?
I had a really good time last episode, and I can't wait to get my cranberry wine shipped to me, Fanny.
Yeah, so we had Fanny T. Crispin on, you know, and she's a fucking delight. You guys need to check out her book, Clockwork Dreams. She's got a bunch of other books
really
out.
good.
You can see it all on Amazon. You can check out her website, fantcbooks.com. What was your favorite part?
I think that she's just a very witty person, and she's just like somebody that's like warm to be around.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't really have like a specific. She's just like somebody that's easy to get along with.
Yeah, that's good. Sean, what about you, man?
It was just fun. We were laughing the whole time, especially like the latter half.
Yeah, once everyone got nice and intoxicated, like there's always that perfect line in our show where once we get a little, get that good buzz going with the author and we're all just losing our minds. I feel bad
magic.
For
the people that don't listen all the way through, because I know that there's some people that just get like to the game or whatever, and I'm just like, but we're not even drunk yet. Like,
yeah, guys, if you're watching right now, wait till we get a little drunker. It gets better, I promise.
It's prime.
It's prime. But this episode I'm so excited about because listen, first of all, before we get into the tease, before we get into any of this. This has been a saga since literally the first time we met Dina. We started chatting and she goes into the story about how she's got this erotica, her 50 Shades of Grey that she wrote when she was like, how old were you, Dina?
I originally thought that I was 10, but reading this, I think I was about 12 based on the people that are in this story.
So already deep in high school.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so she's a 12-year-old Dina, and it was behind a password protection. We couldn't find the password. And then an angel joined us. An angel by the name of Mattholomew. Matthew Sidek. He joined us, and he broke the code like a fucking pimp hacker, man. And we've got this story for you guys. We've got the story. And on this episode, we are going to be reading it. I haven't seen it at all. We're going to be reading this freaking cold. Yeah.
Let's also preface that I have sent this to 4 or 5 different alleged hackers in my past trying to get into this document, and Matthew did it.
Dude, not only does this guy write like a champion, not only does he make excellent jams. How is that jam, by the way, Sean? How much do you have left?
It's excellent. I enjoyed it on a bagel.
It was my breakfast.
Shout out, Matt.
Yeah, and
Thanks,
in addition to a jam connoisseur, this guy fucking hacks. And, thanks to his intervention, we are going to be able to share with you, podcast family, Dina's 12-year-old erotica. God, I can't wait for it. Yeah. And on top of that, Dina, why don't you give us a little tease? Tell us what we got in store for us for story time this week.
So, just so that we can delve into even further, deeper, whatever, English is hard, into the life of Dina, we're going to open this up with a cult story about an arranged marriage involving me.
Ah, God, I can't wait. This is going to be a good one, man. I've been excited. I saw this rundown, and I've been pumped about this episode because we're gonna get to go all over the place. I mean, we're so excited. We're not even going to be doing our game segment this week, so that we can give this literary masterpiece in this cult time the attention that it deserves. But, there is something that we got to do first, Sean.
Let's check our voicemail.
Wait, is that supposed to be a segue?
Oh, yeah.
Wait. A segue? I'm not used to those. Hold on. You caught me off guard.
Me being a professional? What is that?
We have voicemails, you guys. You want to check our voicemail?
Voicemail.
Do I ever?
All right. Here we go.
Beware the gnomes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's it?
Do I have to go? Guys, do we see them anywhere?
Bye, bitch.
That was weird. Okay.
Oh, another one.
Hello, weird folks. How you doing? I've been on and off Twitter. Love your show. Enjoy Dina, Dan, and producer Sean. Have a wonderful day. Be as weird as you possibly can. Later.
I love you.
What the fuck, Diane? That was Diane, right?
No,
honey, that
was not
wasn't.
Diane.
You don't know who that is?
You got a reference. Dina got a reference. And I'm just an
It's
80s shock jock.
It's because I'm your
She
favorite.
said Dan.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She said, I like Dina, Dan, and producer Sean.
Oh, well,
That was Cheryl, you guys.
That was
I
Cheryl?
knew
Hi,
that.
Cheryl.
Oh my god!
I recognized her.
I love Cheryl.
I miss her around.
She is everything that is wholesome and tremendous on Twitter. And Sean, can you give her Twitter handle real quick? 'Cause I want to give her a shout out because I fucking love Cheryl.
I don't know if she's currently on Twitter right now. I think
She is.
that
She responded today because she didn't know how a dragon would do a show tune.
It's
on my Writer's
Cheryl
Quest.
B. Writer at Cheryl B. Writer on Twitter.
Man, bless Cheryl. She's always sweet and wholesome, shouting out everyone else on this show and indie authors everywhere. She is the best. So Dina, we talked about it just a little bit ago, and now it's time for the first ever unveiling of Dina's erotic novel. Dina, do you have a title for this?
No, there was no title. Well, I mean, I named the document to trick my parents into not opening it.
Oh, what was the name of that?
Math.
Math.
Because no one's going to want to look at math. They're like, yeah, fuck that.
So eventually, one day, it could be next episode, it could be a year from now or 3 years from now, there will be a part 2 because there's a second document.
Is it called Math 2?
It
It's
was
called calculus.
No, it was the name of my co-author. No, her math or whatever I said. So anyway, that one is way spicier
Okay.
because I thought that this was the second one originally. But are you guys
So
ready?
this is like build us up.
This
we
is
ready.
like the
We ready.
the light version.
All right.
We
let's
ready.
do this.
We're so
it's-
ready.
yeah, it's
I'm just kidding.
So wait. We got to give people a background though, because this is genuinely what Cult Dina thought everybody was like outside of the cult.
Oh, so this was you stepping out of the cult and going, this is
Like
how the
your
rest of the world lives.
Secular fantasy, but you have no idea.
Yes, this is. Yeah.
They're just pooping all over the
Exactly, and
Bible.
I genuinely thought that this was everybody that wasn't in the cult. Like every single person that I met, I thought that this is what I was responsible for saving them from. Oh, I also have to state that I had to go through and change everybody's names because I literally left my real life friends' names in this document.
Hold on. Was this erotic friend fiction?
It was no Jesus erotic friend fiction.
All right. So for any of our listeners,
I left my name to shame myself.
Okay.
beautiful. So for any of our friends, if you want to make the first ever Don't Make It Weird fan fiction, I'm here for it. I'm here to traumatize Dina, here to traumatize Sean. Extra points if you add Jar Jar Binks. So, you know, yeah.
Don't do that, audience.
Yeah, do
Don't
that,
do
guys.
that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't.
You
Fine.
don't have
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's fine.
Please don't do that.
Please do. Leave all the names intact.
Okay, here we go. I have to shut my door.
Is you don't want Tim to know your shame?
No, I will never let him see this. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Are we just going to do a page at a time? You want to do a page at a time?
Yeah, let's do
Or
it.
you
Yeah,
wanna do the whole
one
thing?
page at a time, because I'm probably going to interject as we go.
Okay. Jeremy walked through the door. His ankle bracelet light shone the bright fire engine red. Dina sat on the couch of the ratty rundown apartment building with a bottle of beer in her hand, sipping away, watching the horse race intently.
Man, you really have a negative image of what... Oh, fuck.
Oh, it gets worse. Where have you been? Helen came out of the tiny kitchenette as she hung up the phone. None of your business, Jeremy snapped as he plopped onto the couch and snatched the bottle of beer out of Dina's hand. Hey, guys. Jacob walked into the room as hyper as ever. Hey, move over. That's my seat, he said to Jeremy in a high-pitched tone. A thud came from the back bedroom, and Alan came barreling through the doorway, ripping the door handle off of its hinges and carrying it with him without noticing.
What the fuck, Alan?
Everybody run... Everybody run for your lives! Sharon's screams carried through the apartment hallway moments before she came racing through the apartment door, slamming it shut behind her. What is she yammering about this time? Jeremy snapped as he put the TV on mute, and Dina snatched the remote and smacked him with it. Dragons! Sharon's voice was a low, scared whisper as she blocked the door with her body and her eyes widened. Helen's phone rang, and she walked into the back bedroom and said, Why, hello there, sexy. Feeling a little lonely tonight, aren't we?
Ooh!
In a sensual tone. Oh.
Oh, yes. Go on, Dina.
Oh, man, her voice is such a turn on. Jeremy rubbed his neck as he oogled the door. Hey, you pig, shut up. I have $2,000 riding on this game. Dina snapped as she grabbed the beer from Jeremy's hands and glugged it down in one gulp.
Dude, I love degenerate Dina.
Sharon raced around the room, looking for things to barricade the door with, while Jacob raced around, putting everything back in its place. Simon came walking into the apartment with a dazed smile on his face, and everyone paused to stare at him. Dude, where are your pants? Jeremy asked. Why do you have on girls' underwear? Alan asked. Yes, Dina leapt up off the couch and did a victory dance. I just won $6,000, she shrieked. Dina stumbled when she finally looked over at Simon. Do you want me to keep going?
Hold on. I have things to discuss.
There are things to unpack here.
All right. I need to start with Alan. His ass just ripped the door handle off, walked straight in, and everyone's just like, oh, this is normal. This is fine.
It gets explained in a minute.
Oh, okay. And then we have degenerate Dina gambling on the horse racing game. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Also,
Just broke my coaster.
super accurate. All of me and my friends, we all just steal each other's beers and drink them randomly.
Yeah, we do. That's what we do, because that's hard liquor right there. Hard beer liquor.
Yeah.
And who was it, Jacob, who decided to go clean everything up after Alan came through like a tidal wave?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then one chick is screaming about dragons.
Sharon was barricading the door, so Jacob was putting everything back behind her because she's screaming about dragons.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Okay.
Secular, listen, this is an accurate depiction of my life on a daily basis. This is what secular society is, guys.
Yeah.
Daniel is somehow all of those characters, but especially Alan.
Especially Alan. I just copies some card and just fucking rips it off and no one even comments. No one's even worried about this.
Nobody, yeah. No, not at all. My friends are degenerate.
And wait, and we have other dude that just has no pants on and women's underwear on. And again, this is normal.
Daniel.
This is just, yeah, that's true. I've got women.
Yeah.
That's probably the most realistic part of this. I mean, listen, you have me intrigued, Dina. I am so invested right now in what the fuck is going on in this. This is a better hook.
It's a talent.
This is a better hook than a large number of books that I've read in my life.
It's true. The young Dina was captivating.
Let's go. Let's find out more. I'm in.
Okay. Oh my God, is that my underwear? She panicked. No, this is... Simon paused. Yeah, well, I don't know whose it is, but it's not yours. Simon calmly walked into the second bedroom and shut the door behind him. Dina's eyes welled up with tears. I have to burn all my underwear now, she realized. I can help. Let's start with the ones you have on. Jacob raced over to her, and she picked up the beer bottle and smashed it over his head, knocking him out.
What the fuck?
Everybody... Okay, I thought my mom was texting me. I panicked. Everybody hush, Sharon said as she squatted down and spread her arms, listening for the dragon to make a move. Suddenly, Carla walked through the door, her thongs stuffed with cash, and her big leather boots clacked on the floor. Everyone averted their eyes and made disgusted noises. That's something you wish you never had to see. Jeremy gagged as Carla walked into the kitchen.
Damn, how ugly is Carla?
Can you... That's pretty good. Jezebel.
Oh.
Can you bring me the bottle of Merlot?
Oh. That bitch. Oh, what a plot twist. Oh my god, I wasn't ready for that. All right, quick reset, guys. Quick reset. For the folks that don't know, Jezebel is one of Dina's mortal enemies. She got her Baker acted, or Dina got Jezebel Baker acted, for thinking that Dina was psychic. And so she's been a recurring character in previous episodes, and we are now getting our first taste of Jezebel.
I feel like you missed a really key detail there, buddy.
That's not... There's a lot more that happened with Jezebel. Remember? I didn't want to be her friend.
Tore her own arm open with a box opener.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why she was Baker acted. That's kind of an important detail. It wasn't just like, oh, she thought Dina was a psychic, so she was locked in a loony bin. No.
Yeah, no. She did try to cut her arm with a box cutter.
It. That's all that happened. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sorry, that was a huge detail I missed. So, all right, so we got our first taste of, I guess, stripper Jezebel. Continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, I lost my place. Oh, shit, I didn't change this person's name. Everyone averted their eyes and made disgusted noises. That's something you wish you never had to see. Jeremy gagged as Carla walked into the kitchen. Can you bring me the bottle of Merlot in the fridge? Dina called out. Oh, and don't touch anything until your hands are clean. Oh, and some gin. Yeah, bring me some gin, too.
Gin and Merlot?
Agreed.
And
beer.
And beer, yeah.
Fuck, all right. Degenerate Dina, continue.
Oh, I need a name.
Greg.
Travis.
Female.
Female. Greg.
Gloria.
Okay. Gloria walked through the door and slammed it shut. She plopped onto the old moldy mattress on the floor in exasperation. What's the matter? Carla asked as she walked in, her footsteps rattling the floor beneath them.
Damn, you did her wrong.
Savage.
Jesus.
Dude, kids are so mean.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to put up a fucking trigger warning here. Goodness gracious, 12-year-old Dina.
Okay. And bothering the people on the floor below. And her... No, I can't say that part.
No, yes, you
I
can.
Can't say that part.
Yes, you can.
No, it's mean. It's bullying.
No,
it's bullying.
You're 12 years old and we don't even know who this person is. Say it.
Okay. I'm very sorry. I'm not like this anymore. And her fat rolls jiggling out of her stripper costume. Simon stole from my shop again 2 women's underwear, and he somehow managed to pick up one of my customers for a one-night stand, and she came back this morning complaining that he snuck out in the middle of the night and took her bra, Gloria summed up. Helen came out of the room and placed her phone on silent as she sat down on the dirty carpet in front of the couch and watched TV with the others. Everybody out. Dina stood and shouted, I'm bored, so leave. She slurred her words and stumbled back down onto the couch. Everybody reluctantly walked out of the door. But Dina grabbed Jacob and stopped him from leaving. Everyone but you. She gave a drunken smile.
Anklet.
No. This is not Anklet. I don't know how he got out of the house. Okay. Anyway. It's about time you sent them away, Jacob said happily as he wrapped his arms around her and kissed her as they plopped down onto the couch. Daniel burst through the door and everyone else came back in. There's another part. You ready? Do you want me to keep going?
Hold on. I need another quick. Yeah, I need another quick unpacking. Sean, first thoughts.
Okay. So my first thoughts is that Dina watched a lot of Friends.
Because everyone's just walking in.
And then made every character like a fucking crazy alcoholic. I have questions like, okay.
How many people?
Was it Carla?
Yeah.
Was Carla the stripper? Okay.
Yeah.
12 of us.
Carla Jezebel.
Carla, yeah.
Is she a roommate, or is she just like someone nobody likes and she just comes in anyways and everyone's like disgusted by her?
I'm assuming that. I don't know. I don't remember.
What I love is that she's just wearing a thong. Like, she's just out on the streets, just rolled straight in the thong.
But you know what? Someone's
With her
into it
stripper
because she had money in her thong, right?
she's a
So
hard-earning professional right there.
not as bad as I described it.
Everybody's someone's type.
Yeah. Okay. We still haven't discussed dude ripping the door handle off. No one's worried about this.
It's coming up.
I need someone to comment on the fact that this guy...
Wait.
We need that.
Yeah, it is coming up. It's
We
the
need
last
that
fucking
story
sentence.
arc wrapped up. We need,
Yeah, I need to know
Don't
where
worry.
this is going. I'm invested. I'm so invested, Dina.
Yeah, so I was also part of a friend group with 12 people, including
And
myself.
so you had to keep them all in the... Yeah.
Yeah, everybody had to be involved.
Sean,
Clearly,
My
you're
dirty
like
world.
the Monica, but you're like the abusive alcoholic Monica.
Sean,
Yeah, what Daniel?
this is the love dodecahedron. 12 people.
It's true.
Dina started the love dodecahedron before I even dreamed of it.
And it's continued in document 2.
Oh my
glory
God.
day. Oh, blessed sink pickle.
Like I
Yes.
was talking about it with my co-writer, and we distinctly remember like a grossly graphic sex scene in the second one.
Yes. A holy brine
Say
of
no
the
more.
sink pickle. Continue, please.
Yeah,
They kissing
I
on
guess
that
we need
plop
to save
down
up money
couch.
and like get Matthew to have like another hacker help us.
Yeah, we're gonna have to outsource this.
Okay. We've got half a page left. That's
All right,
it.
I'm ready. I'm in.
We're ready.
Okay. The pimp is in the house, Daniel said as we walked straight for the kitchen. Everyone took their place back where they were and shoved Dina and Jacob onto the floor. Wasn't this my apartment at one point? Dina looked around in frustration. Yeah, it was, but one by one we needed a place to crash. Alan pulled a dirty needle out of his shirt pocket. Not in here! Sharon smacked his arm, cringing at the thought of the needle piercing his skin. Fine, Alan huffed and walked into the kitchen to inject himself with his revolting steroids.
Wait, this was steroids? I thought this was gonna be heroin.
That's
No,
it!
this is steroids.
I know, that's how bad it... Yep.
All right, he's ready for
That's-
Major League
that's it.
Baseball.
Scene.
So that's why he's just ripping door handles off. And everyone's like, oh, it's just...
It's totally normal.
So they live in this, like, flop house apartment with, like, 12 people just showing up whenever. Dina is out here mixing every kind of alcohol at once. Listen,
Which, to be fair, that is my life. So.
but listen, you also won $6,000 on a horse race, or a horse game. Horse game.
Horse game. Wait,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Which is pretty good. I mean, that's... Especially when you were 12...
Did I call it a game?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, go me.
Go sports ball.
Nothing changes.
Sports ball. Yep.
I have notes.
Yep, Sean. Yeah. Got some feedback. Yeah.
Go. We should have had Ashley in here to take notes.
Yeah, right.
We can.
Should ask her to edit it and then we'll read it again later. Or the edited version.
Yes. I will pay.
It's $4
Yeah,
per page.
yeah, we'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
We'll do that, yeah. And we also need Matthew. We need to, like, hire, Matthew, like, some help or something.
Yeah. Just really get some beta feedback on this so we can really iron out the wrinkles here.
I can expand on this world.
You can. Listen, as much as I'm shitting on this and as insane as your imagination is, there's no one that's listening right now that's not going, I need to know what happens next.
This is the start
It's
of like
document
the Dina literary universe that we all wanted.
We are all surrounding.
Every story since this has, like, been a spinoff, yeah.
So first off, because we've had a discussion about this was the only bit that I had ever heard before was dude with the anklet. You were trying to insinuate that this was like
A house arrest
prison
situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I just read it as like a friendship bracelet.
We're still
around
not
his
sure
ankle.
whether it is, you know.
I know what I meant. Jeremy walked through the door. His ankle bracelet light shone the bright fire engine red. I was trying to be literary.
I thought you said illiterate for a second. I was like, oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's
Not
it.
bad.
And I wanted to not say it, but say it.
Ah.
I was showing, not telling.
Yes, you showed a lot in this this scene.
Yeah, I did.
And oh god, so we have a phone sex line operator, a stripper, a steroid junkie, a criminal, alcoholic, gambling addicted Dina. I just love that for you to write
Who
a
was
sex
trying
scene.
to make out on the couch with somebody.
Yeah. What I loved is that for you and your cult mind to be able to put yourself into a place where it was okay for these people to all hook up, they had to be the biggest degenerates that you could think of. You couldn't have they're like, no one healthy would be doing this right now.
No, it's not possible because they're all horrible, evil people that can't possibly have any redeeming qualities whatsoever about them if they're going to partake in the sex.
Fair enough. This is
The
like an
sex.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
TM.
The
The
sex.
sex.
Yeah,
The
and
sex.
so as soon as she finished making out, she was pregnant.
So I want to go back. I want
Essentially.
to go back to 12-year-old Dina.
Yeah.
Years
Here.
2009.
Wait, I can't wear this type of jewelry, so here.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Good.
Okay. Oh, that's a choker. That's for horse. Okay.
That was
Also, could you cover up? Yeah, there you go. That's what I needed right there. Thank you, Dina. Yeah.
You want me to go get my comfy so it's like a...
Yeah. I want you to look like an amorphous blob.
I thought
is
you were
what I
going to
would
wear your
prefer.
smock today. I thought we discussed that.
I have to have my hair up too, but I don't have a ponytail.
It's okay. You know what? Let's
Pretend
pretend.
it's up.
Let's pretend.
Okay.
So like this is the beginning of this is the first story that you wrote in this style with these characters. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, because I really am seeing like the cold open of a sitcom is what I see that as.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to be a screenplay writer, not screenplay, a writer for sitcoms.
I'm
What are
hearing
they?
like the laugh track and the little transitional music, like the doo 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 doo, and then that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's true then. You were watching a lot of Friends when you wrote this.
Behind my parents' back, yes.
Yeah. Sinner.
And I love that. And for anyone that knows Dina, she is a neat freak, like OCD levels. Like, people throw around OCD, but like Dina's on the legit, like, there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for her to write about this filthy apartment and the dirty carpet and just shit,
So
door handles
cringy.
getting
I'm still thinking about the moldy mattress.
Yeah, the dirty needles. Like, you went to a dark place to write this, Dina.
I did. I wonder what I did after this to heal.
Cleaned in silence like the psychopath you are. You don't even listen to music.
Cleaned in silence.
Oh god.
She went and
My
grabbed her
mom's house was
stash
super
of
clean back when I
birthday
lived
greeting
there.
cards.
Mom went to the grocery store and I got my cards out.
So again, for folks that haven't heard before, Dina was not allowed to have music of any kind, so her only musical music growing up was when you opened a birthday card and got the little song, like the 10-second clip of "I'm happy" or whatever.
'Cause I'm happy. It was my favorite one was the "We Are the Monkeys."
Oh,
People say we're monkeying around.
Yeah, that's good. Throwing it back, yeah. And then in addition to it, when she cleans her house, which she does frequently, she doesn't have on TV. She doesn't listen to movies or music. She just silently cleans, and it freaks me out, man. Like, do you even think, or is it just like you're in a zen blank state?
Yo, people that don't think creep me the fuck out. I am like, my brain doesn't shut off ever.
You have to think about not thinking, though. So I don't think that is a thing.
It can't be possible.
You have to deliberately not think, which means you're thinking about not thinking. So it's a creates a paradox.
Goes down the rabbit hole.
What about people that are meditating? Okay, never mind. We're going down a rabbit hole.
We're going down the rabbit hole because here's something I want to talk about, because this was something that was very interested in discussing, because this, thank you. As much as we're making fun of it, this was your first foray out there. And I guarantee everyone that's ever written anything, God knows I sent mine to Alexander James. And when you write something, it's that first time writing is so bad. It's always so bad. So we wanted to talk a little bit about like our first trials and errors as authors.
Well, wait, back up, because this wasn't the first thing that I ever wrote. This was the first thing I wrote, like, that wasn't, like, a creative prompt.
That was sexy, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. First thing... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. People are going to get upset.
What? Nope. What?
It was the first time she ever did math.
No. Ew, no. The first thing that I ever wrote, like... creative and fun, it won a national contest. So
fuck you, Dina.
That's not interesting though. So
yeah.
I know that's why I was like just gonna like not say it, so we can cut that out.
No,
Nobody
we're keeping
needs
that.
to know that.
No, I need everyone to know how much of a piece of crap you are for that.
Episode 41, the one where Dina won a national literary award.
And
first
speaking
time
of,
she ever wrote anything.
So by the way, here's what's really funny. Speaking of national awards, I'm going way back. Remember with Emily, the Emily Hoffman episode, and she did that John Updike
I do remember
with
that.
the jism on the face, and
we all remember that. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So,
unfortunately.
and our UK literary review that does the worst sex scene every year.
I've heard of it. Yes,
yeah. So that's where we get a
once or
lot of
twice.
our cringy copulations from.
yes. So I hear
John Updike for that scene that Emily wrote, and I found this out today, was given a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Bad Sex and Fiction group, the UK Literary Review, for that scene.
Okay, to clarify, Emily didn't write any of it. She read it on our show.
Yes. Yep. This was John Updike. And that piece that she wrote by John Updike.
He's still pretty.
You just said it again. You just said that piece that she wrote. That's the second time you said it.
That she read. Okay. I am. God damn it! I see what's happening now. Words are hard, is what I'm trying to say here.
Agreed.
The piece that she read by John Updike won a Lifetime Achievement Award from the UK Literary Review for that section. So that was history that we had in that episode, guys.
Does that mean that we have more Updike to come?
Oh,
or
yeah.
to Jism, should I say?
Yep.
It's only Updike from here.
All right. Before we get too far off track, so let's talk about, besides for Dina being an absolute winner and just succeeding on her first time out writing anything.
It was just a random school competition. It's not like okay.
Yeah, but you were also probably significantly younger than us, because when you were in school, you were like 10.
She won this tiny award called the Nobel Peace Prize.
It's not a big deal, guys. It's just a Nobel Peace Prize.
It's just a Nobel Peace Prize.
Relax. God.
You're being a real
Acting
Alan
like
right
you're
now.
Listen, she was only
royalty or
invited on
something.
Oprah twice for it, okay?
I mean, who hasn't been on Oprah, honestly? But, all right, so let's talk about some of the trials and failures of being an early author and the mistakes that maybe you've made, or just general mistakes that you've heard before, Dina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I published the most embarrassing work of literature you've ever seen. And I texted everybody and told them all about it. And I texted my entire high school to brag about it, too. So, yeah,
That's
I've been
just
there.
good marketing. Yeah, that's great marketing. Is this
Nope.
the one that you're
Nope.
currently rewriting right now? Because we didn't actually get to our accountability check either.
Oh, kind of. Like, I've completely changed it so that I can, like, remark it. And it's, like, changed. It's not even the same story, let's be honest. It doesn't even have the same number of people or, like, anything. It happens to have a female protagonist that happens to have the same powers. Like, that's it.
Well, that's fair enough. But yeah, so the story that you early published, self-published, put out there, you completely scrapped, you're resetting it, restarting it over. And
every line had a different spacing.
oh, good. Yeah, don't you have like a printed copy of the book too? That's still.
I have 2 printed copies.
Oh, maybe this will be a contest sometime. Maybe you can win Dina's First published
Absolutely
story.
not. That'll never see the light of day. I won't even let my children see it after I die. Oh, Ghost me will come and burn this bitch to the ground.
Why do you still have it?
Yeah, why is it still there?
Because I hate myself.
Ah. So it's just a little good, healthy self-loathing.
It's only Updike from here. That's what I remind myself.
Dina.
The dinosaur story.
Yeah.
The dinosaur story. So yeah, so I mean, like, listen, I think everyone, you kind of go through this process when you first, like, finish a story and you finally finish that first book and you're so excited. You're like, look at me, bitches. I wrote something. It has a beginning, middle, and end. It maybe even says the end. And,
Every time.
And like, you're so excited and you start sending it out to everyone. I mean, I remember I wrote my first story 12 years ago that I actually like finished. And man, I'm sending it out to friends. I'm so excited. I'm like, look what I did. Look at me. And I started sending it to agents and publishers. And this shit was a fucking first draft, guys.
What story was it?
Oh, that's my Thunderstruck story.
Oh, okay.
It's gone through like 10 drafts since then. And like, I'm sending it out to agents and I'm like, they're going to read this. And I know it's a little raw because even then I knew I sucked at grammar. And I'm like,
self-awareness is key.
Yeah. But I was like, they're going to see the potential in my writing style and my voice. And, universally ghosted and rejected. And I had like one person that was a friend that I sent it to that actually like finished it or finished enough of it that they could pass for saying they finished it. And it was bad, man.
As long as you get halfway there, it counts as finishing.
Yeah.
Thought you were a
completionist. I tell my wife all the time.
Healthy self-loathing. Weren't we just talking about that?
Healthy self-loathing. And so like, I think there's a lot of people out there, and I think that's sometimes the issue that you see with self-pub is that people yeet these fucking stories out into the void. They're like, I finished it. It's good enough.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. And send it out there. And I'm
Fuck
glad
me
that
up
I never...
with hot sauce. It's literally what they do.
Yeah, that is the equivalent. That is a literary equivalent of Sean getting himself fucked up with hot sauce.
Yeah.
And like, it
they regret it the next day too.
You regret it. God, it's like the worst one night stand. Like going back and reading your Sean never regrets that hot sauce. But yeah, then you're done.
Just my asshole.
Oh, Dina. I can't wait for you to read our cringing population. Can't wait.
Oh, god damn it.
But yeah, like I think that's like the hardest thing is being like a novice author is that you send it out, whether it's to agents, self-pub, even friends, before it's ready. Like that story that I thought was great. I've gone through a fuck ton of revisions. And even now, and that might be a little bit the author in me, the imposter syndrome and the I'm terrible. Even now I'm like, yeah, I wrote that so long ago. It's not a good representation of how I can write now, Like
So, you guys want to hear something crazy?
Yes, please. It's about how you won another Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, basically. So I stopped querying like right before we started the show or whatever because I realized that my story was not where it needed to be. And I actually queried like my dream agent or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I had 2 dream agents, and I did not query one of them. And like, thank God though, because like she wound up being so shitty, and she like puts people on blast that query
like
shit like that have
queries.
like shitty queries. Yeah. So thank God.
Yeah.
She's one of the bad ones.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And we're not naming names. Could be anyone.
It
could be Jezebel. But yeah, and that's that's the hardest part is like knowing when and having it ready and having it the best it can be. And the best thing I can, offer as advice is have good friends in the writing community, hire freelance editors, hire people, or whether you're using Fiverr or whatever, like don't just get your friend Betty that's your, going to be your biggest cheerleader. Those people are important, but if you want to send this out, you're probably still going to be rejected, even if it's as good as it's going to get, because that's just the odds of the industry. But
sometimes
waste.
a story needs to be retired. Like,
Yeah,
sometimes the world's not ready for it.
yeah, and I'm with you. So don't make the early mistakes that we made.
Yeah, there's a lot of agents that I can't query again. So
I can tell you
don't do
this:
that.
the world is probably never going to be ready for toxic friends, Dina.
Yes, toxic friends. The name of
I don't know
Dina's.
what you're talking-
Yeah, we're talking about math.
Yeah, I know, Daniel.
Math, you know, with the
I think that
dots
the
in
world
between
is
the
ready.
letters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to name my next novel.
Oh my god, we need to figure out an acronym for math, like multiple
MATH?
adults,
Oh, you mean like
touch,
actually what it stands for?
humans.
That needs some work, but
something
nice.
Yeah, we'll work
nice
top
first
adult,
try.
adult theory. That's all I got. Adult theory hose. Thoughts.
Adult theory hose.
Adult thought hose.
Like
T-H-O-T?
Adult thought hose.
Thoughts?
I think hose is the right way to go. I think adults is the right way to go. I think we got 2 of the letters here. We just got to figure out the other 2.
Thong. Word
Multiple
association. Sponge.
There it is. There it is. Nailed
Always
it.
comes back to
Nailed it.
sponge.
What? You know what, Dina? You know what else we're going to be nailing? It's time for you to tell us about your arranged marriage. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. Yeah, fan yourself.
So.
It's story time with Dinosaurus.
So you guys have to understand that I was in a cult. In case you're all the way through this episode and you haven't realized that yet.
Wait, what?
Back the fuck up. I was raised with first of all, I want to preface this. My dad was my best friend. If anybody has anything ill to say about him, you can go ahead and DM me and we can fight about it and I will hunt you down, okay?
Come at us, bro.
So,
come at us.
He has a redemption arc, but we just haven't gotten there in story time yet. So, I was raised with the understanding that my parents were going to pick out my future husband.
Yeah. He's probably going to be 42 when they picked him out.
Yeah. So, no, they weren't that creepy. Let's be very clear here. They were not that creepy. Like a year older, max. Like that was it.
But that is something that does happen in a lot of these fundamentalist arranged
absolutely.
marriage situations.
I have a friend that. Not a friend. I don't even fucking like her. So, anyway, we were in a cult together, and I'm so used to calling them friends. So, no, it's just everybody in the cult is like your sister and your friend, so I'm just used to saying that. Anyway, she was married off to somebody that's 20 years older than her. Anyway.
Shit.
Yeah, it's super gross. So that's what I was raised with the understanding of, like, I wasn't going to get to pick anybody, which is how you get this type of literature, because you just want some sense of freedom. Like, you can read this and feel like I was trapped and I just wanted to get out, and I didn't care if I wound up being an alcoholic and a gambling addict. Anyway, we were friends with these people overseas. We supported them financially and supported their village, and there may or may not be a billboard of me in their village in India.
Oh, this is going all the way back to the Indian billboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
It all ties together.
An update for our listeners, we're still looking for the billboard picture. It's somewhere on a CD. The only thing that we found was like the bottom of the billboard with our names on it. We're working on it.
The whole
So
Dina
that was one of
literary
our-
universe is tied together.
It's
Remember
coming
this.
together.
Yeah.
So, guys, for those of you that
Yeah.
missed it, in one of our early episodes, we did a, True Confessions, and Dina's was that she has a billboard of her and her family in a small Indian village, and just like this story that you heard earlier, we want this so bad. Okay,
Yeah.
arranged marriage. Continue. It all comes together.
So they had a son, and our families were very close. and I was about 15 or 16, and to my dad's knowledge and what felt like to mine as well, I had no guys interested in me whatsoever, which I mean, looking back, boys were definitely interested, but I just couldn't see it because I was...
Same.
Go ahead.
Same.
Yeah, boys weren't interested in you guys either. That's cool. Yeah, at least we can relate on that. Anyway,
I'm still interested in you, Sean.
Oh
Sorry, continue, Dina. I'm sorry.
looking back, they definitely were, but I was so filled with like negative self-talk from the cult that I didn't think that they were. So my dad didn't think that any boys were interested in me either. So he started casually talking to our friends in India about their son marrying me off. And at one point, they offered a couple goats.
You actually got offered goats?
Yeah, my dad wasn't going to go through with it because that's fucking weird and he recognized that. But, yeah, I was offered goats. It was just a couple goats. And our family talked about... We did talk about moving to India.
Hold on.
No.
Was that dowry not good enough, or...
No.
So, I mean, but if it had
How
been
many
No, I
goats
think that my
does
dad
it
was
take?
just like, no, that's weird.
How many goats does it take?
Yeah.
My dad was pretty much like, she's not property. Like, we're not going to buy her. Like, we can set up a marriage for free.
So
Like,
your
don't buy
dad
her.
was selling you off for free. They're offering goats. So the minute that they tried to put value on it, he's like, no.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, that makes her sound like property. That's where we cross the line.
If only
can
they'd
set
known
this
the
up.
cultural.
She listens to me. We can set this up, but so we're not selling her. So, yeah, there was talk about moving to India too, but not to marry them, just because we wanted to be with our friends/family.
Uh-huh.
And thank God that didn't happen. But the sister of the family still calls me sister. I still talk to her, actually.
How's she doing?
Brother's fucking ugly. She's doing
Oh,
good. She's got
brother
2
wasn't-
kids. She was arranged off, yeah.
Okay. Brother was
She
no-go.
got a pretty penny.
Okay.
Yeah,
She was
he was
pretty,
no-go.
but the brother was no-go. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I'm glad that that didn't happen, because I'm definitely going to be... As soon as this episode ends, I'm going to put out how many
wait.
goats do you think Dina's worth? Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah, definitely do that. I also forgot that at the same time that this conversation was happening, I was also secretly dating somebody, so... And I had family dinner with them where I told them about it.
About the arranged marriage. This is literally a rom-com right here. Like, getting arranged off to your family in India.
I will
Like,
never forget his mother's face. Yeah.
oh gosh. Did you hold hands with this boy, Dina?
Absolutely, I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love it.
What would the name be of this Bollywood rom-com?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, Daniel. You're the ideas
The
guy.
Quickie
Let's hear
Marriage.
it.
Wait. 2 goats,
Quickie
none the
Mart.
richer.
2 goats, none the richer.
Let's
We literally
go.
did have conversations, though, about what our life would be like there, and I was like, no air conditioning. No, I'm out.
Oh, so it wasn't even he was going to come to the States. You couldn't even. This
No,
wasn't
I
even,
was going there.
Oh shit!
And they
Dina.
lived in a village with
Mail
huts
order
and
bride.
tents.
Wait.
Their church had a hole in the roof that we paid to repair. Like,
Why would they send you there and not bring him to you?
because
Why
it
would they
wasn't
bring him
for
to her?
citizenship. Yeah, it
Couldn't
wasn't for citizenship. It was for love.
Oh, this is.
It was
Oh,
for
God.
love, not goats.
I would have loved to see
Yeah,
Indian
not for
Villager,
goats.
Dina. Oh, for love of the goats. All right. That was a pretty good one. That was a good one. And so, all right. So I got to ask you just the one before we get into that, Sean. Before we get into that, what was it like? Did you ever date anyone outside of the church community when you were in there? Like what was the, because we kind of saw your extremist view on what the secular lifestyle was like. Like, what if you had brought home someone outside the church, what would have been the reaction?
My dad would have killed him.
Oh shit.
But I did date people outside of the cult while I was in the cult, just nobody knew about it.
Oh, so you were like the kept secret and stuff like that?
Yeah, I had 2 guys that I dated outside of the cult.
Saucy minx.
I know. They had lifted trucks too.
So, all right, so I have one other question before we get out of this, because, you know, anytime we bring up the cult stuff, I'm always super interested in it. So we know
Questions
that, like,
all day, dude.
So we know that, like, from an intimacy standpoint, before you were married, when you're in the courting process, no physical contact, chaperones, you know, eye babies, the works, but you couldn't physically kiss, touch, do anything like that. Yes, like that was part of the rules.
In the cult, yes.
Yes.
When I was actually dating, like, we kissed and stuff. Yeah.
But in terms of the rules, though, you were not allowed to, right?
Right, yeah. Until I was 16. 16 is when I got out of the cult, but yes.
Yeah.
You're correct.
And so, you know, I don't want to go into your personal stuff, and we're going to keep it all completely anonymous, but, like, once they've crossed that threshold, because imagine you get a lot of young marriages, whether it's, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19, a lot of these people are getting married then. I'm sure you have friends and stuff. Like, how difficult do you think it is for someone to grow up in that community and then have to flip the intimacy switch and be able to do all of these things that you thought was a sin for your entire life? Like, what do you think the struggles are for people in it or getting out of it or things like that?
Yeah, so I can go. Oh, yeah, we can totally expand on this question. So I actually have a friend who was not in the cult, but she was cult adjacent, but like more on the cult side, because she was. Sometimes she was more strict than my family, but still not cult. She got to dress however she wanted, but she couldn't like listen to music and like she was very boy crazy too. Anyway. Cult adjacent. That's the best picture that I can paint for you guys without going into extreme details. Sex was like anything intimate was not okay. She kissed like one guy before she met her now husband. And I don't talk to her anymore because she knew her husband for 3 weeks and then moved to California to marry him after 3 weeks of knowing each other. So she says that, like, sex is the worst. I know this secondhand, but she says that, like, sex is the worst thing ever. And she was so excited for it, too. Yeah. And because she still can't get out of that mindset. And he was the same way where sex wasn't something that was discussed. You learned about it on your wedding day.
Yeah.
Which means that he's not very good at it, I'm assuming. I would guess. And he doesn't make anything about her. So she just thinks that sex is the most uncomfortable, horrible. I don't want to get too graphic, but it's like the most. Yeah,
it's a painful
raw,
experience.
Gross. Yeah. Like, and they've been together, married for 3 or 4 years, and she says that it's just absolutely painful and horrible, and she doesn't want to do it. So that's the result.
Yeah, it's a lot of that stuff. Because I imagine, like, that's gonna be the hardest thing is like. You know, whether it's in marriage or when you get out of it, just being able to flip that switch on this, you know, you can look at it in retrospect and be like, this wasn't okay, whether it's sexual or just life stuff in general. Like, I guess we'll go from the non-sexual, Ben, for you. Like, how difficult was it when you got out of the cult, when you got moved on, to be able to do some of the things that the crazy structure didn't allow you to do? Like, how long did it take you to adjust to being able to live a secular lifestyle?
That's hard because I didn't like go for I still don't live a completely secular lifestyle. Like, I'm still a Christian, but it was hard finding the balance. So there was like extremes where I completely like rejected religion altogether. I didn't quite reject faith because I differentiate the two. But I wanted nothing to do with religion. And it was just about like raw basic faith for me. Like, I knew that there was a God and that was it. Didn't give a fuck about anything else. It was hard coming to terms. Like, I had to do a lot of research and deconstruction trying to figure out what I actually believe is biblical and how I can, like, support that, like, against other cult members, because those people still come up in my life.
Yeah.
And I have to support myself and, like, not risk that toxicity, and, like, trying to figure out how to talk even. I didn't know how to fucking talk. Like, everything was very careful, like, even keeled. Nothing had emotion. I had to think through every word before I said it. I couldn't,
really
like, I had to be
allowed?
very diplomatic.
So you weren't really allowed to talk. Or have
Yeah, I was going to say, Dina, how did you talk at all?
I got in trouble a lot for talking.
I
Like,
bet
a
you
lot.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, Dina has absolutely rubbed off on me and Sean, because I use the cap locks so much more when I type and I write than I ever did before meeting Dina.
Yeah, I was very much. That's what people need to understand. I wasn't the perfect cult member either. I was very much a black sheep and rejected within the cult for being rebellious, because I knew that I had a strong voice and I was gonna fucking use it.
And I couldn't imagine you any other way. All right. We're gonna save some stuff for future cult episodes, because every time I go down this rabbit hole, I always get lost in the Dina life story. So Dina, let's set up another set of stories for the folks at home for our next family episode. Choose your own adventure.
We can talk about the first time I snuck out of the house. This was just fresh post-cult. We can talk about the embarrassing water park incident with another arranged marriage candidate.
Oh!
Or we can talk about the IKEA date, which was while I was in the motorcycle gang. Shout out Francisco.
R.I.P. Francisco. R.I.P.
Oh, this is a good set, man. All right, Sean, what you got here?
It's got to be the water park, man. You know there's nudity involved.
Yeah, there's got to be nudity, right? And we have the arranged marriage. Like, I'm with you. And that's the thing. Is
that was also my most embarrassing high school memory is attached to that. So that just adds
like,
to the...
period. Most embarrassing, period.
Period, the end. My most embarrassing high school moment.
God, it has to be nudity. There's no way it's not nudity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, but that's the thing, is that because this seems like such a slam dunk again, I feel like IKEA is going to be the craziest story, because that seems like the least out there.
What were you buying? Was it a Sleifloven?
A Fleichenwagen?
Was it the Flarven shelf?
An entire bedroom.
The Schlurven. Oh,
The
the
Schlurven.
Schlurven bed set is what you're talking about.
Well, speaking of bed sets, Dina, you know who's going to be using the bed set here? Yeah, buddy. It's time to bring it back. You know, we felt like in the last episode, we didn't get steamy enough, we didn't get sexy enough, and so we got a double dose of cringe population.
Oh,
The best
yeah.
that I could find, just for you, Dina. Channel that inner rebelliousness.
Doubleheader, baby, doubleheader.
Yeah, don't read ahead. Yeah, get in there, Dina.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're ready.
From Tropic of Cancer by Henry Miller. Isn't he a very famous author too,
Oh, yeah, and
Daniel?
this is a super famous book, too, yeah.
I shoot hot bolts into you, Tanya. I make your ovaries incandescent. Dear Sylvester is a little jealous now. He feels something else, does he? He feels the remnants of my big prick. I have set the shores a little wider. I have ironed out the wrinkles.
Lord.
That's some radioactive sperm right there. Jism, if you will.
Jism. Jism is the correct terminology.
Yeah. How you feeling,
Hold on,
Dina?
I'm processing. I'm
Yeah,
processing.
okay. Yeah.
Is he talking to her like that?
I mean, her Sylvester
I'm covering
is
up
a little jealous.
Second.
I think what
Is it
he's saying.
Stallone?
I think he's
No,
he's
that's
talking to
Sylvester
her.
the cat. Yeah, like a pussy. Yeah.
Ew, I hate
Sylvester and Tweety. Yeah.
And how do you have this context? Or are you just guessing?
I'm just guessing. I don't know, but it's the
I
only thing that
think
makes sense.
Sylvester's her like other lover.
Oh, okay.
Why are they hot? Oh, okay. I get that.
Yeah.
I make your ovaries incandescent.
With his hot.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
He feels something, does he? What does that mean? Okay, now I understand why Daniel says that, because he's calling Sylvester's her hoo-ha.
Yeah, but since when is a hoo-ha male? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Listen,
I have some friends that call their male.
They call it like male? Like
solid-
they call their vagina Steve?
Steve!
That's my dad's name.
Oh.
You fucking disgusting piece of shit.
I didn't know that, Dina. You've never told me your dad's name before.
You read an article with his name in it.
He knew
I
that.
didn't know. Oh.
He knew.
Oh, no. I didn't.
Knew.
Oh,
okay,
no.
are we ready to move on?
I'm going to feel really bad for this next one now, Dina.
Oh, no, wait, don't. Does it have his name?
No, it doesn't. But
Okay. From Portnoy's Complaint by Philip Roth. Oh my
also
god.
famous author. Yeah.
She pushes. Sorry. She pushes.
Did you just say she pussies?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Reel it back.
Clip that for me,
I'll
Sean.
focus. She pushes Drake's Daredevil cupcakes, chocolate with a white creamy center, down over my cock and then eats them off of me? Flake by flake. She pours maple syrup out of the log cabin can and then licks it from my tender balls until they're clean again. As a little boy's.
Oh, no.
Her favorite line of English prose is a masterpiece. Fuck my pussy, fuckface, till I faint. When I fart
Hold on,
in the
can you read that
bath...
again? Hold on, can you read that part again?
We didn't hear you.
Yeah, a little louder.
Fuck my pussy, fuckface, till I faint. When I fart in the bathtub, she kneels naked on the tile floor, leans all the way over, and...
Say it. Come on, Dina.
What does she do?
Yeah, come on, Dina.
And she kisses the bubbles. Ew. Ew, Daniel.
Kiss the bubbles.
Yes, the bubbles, Dina.
That's basically like, here, let me eat your shit. Like, there's flakes of poop.
It's let
in
me
that.
eat your shit adjacent.
Adjacent.
That's exactly what she was too. She was cult adjacent. Let me eat your shit adjacent.
Yep. Oh, the fart bubbles got me, man. The fart bubbles was so good. I couldn't even.
Ew, what are these people writing about?
These are famous authors.
This is
Check
what I'm
out
saying.
Portnoy's
Like,
Complaint by Philip Roth for the rest of the story.
there's no reason why I shouldn't be a famous author. I don't have fart bubbles in my fucking...
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe my next novel. Maybe.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
the
listen,
fuck, Philip
Philip
Roth?
Roth.
You should have your MC call someone a fart bubble, like as an
Hold on.
insult.
Philip
I'm
Roth,
gonna
the
make a
author
note.
of this last one, he became one of the most awarded American writers of his generation. His books twice received the National Book Award and the National Books Critics Circle Award. 3 times the Penn Faulkner Award. He received a Pulitzer Prize. And yeah, so what we're saying is that we're finding some incredible writing from some of the greatest writers of our generation.
Thanks. I hate it.
Coming in strong, Dina. It's been a while since we made you cringe like that, so it's good to know that you haven't gone numb to our shenanigans yet.
No, fart bubbles is where I draw the line. She's literally like, he farted. Like, it's literally like, baby, Dutch oven me. Like,
I can't wait
What?
for Shannon. I need Shannon to hear this. Like, can we
I mean,
clip this and just send that to Shannon? Just
It's in the
reading?
bathtub, so, you know,
I
like
just
the
texted
bath
her
water
about
is
it.
cleaning the farts. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. So it's like a clean fart.
The farts
So
are,
a fart
are
can get-
filtered.
Oh my
by
god, is this why
bath water.
people have a problem with taking baths? Is this what
They
y'all
kiss
is
each
this what
other's
y'all
fart
fuckers
bubbles?
are doing in the bath?
I'm not saying yes,
I
I'm not
can't
saying
fit
no.
in a bathtub, so no.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need.
I have to
get rid of-
shower thoroughly before I take a bath, and then I have to have bubble bath so that it's like soap because I
So
won't
wait,
sit
but
in
then
my
do you
own
shower again
dirty
afterwards? Because you have to shower
Yes.
post bath.
So you
go.
you clean
Yeah.
yourself first in the shower, and then you take a
Yeah.
completely clean bath.
water.
and then shower off.
Yes. OCD. I can't not.
Shower, bath, shower. SB.
Yeah,
yes.
so like I like the warm water like for my muscles because I do this all day at work. But
Oh,
not
Dina.
to be
Oh,
sexual.
Dina.
I'm an
Dina.
interpreter.
Oh,
I'm an
Dina.
interpreter.
Why?
I'm a sign language interpreter. It's not gross.
Oh, Dina.
It's gross sometimes.
But to
But-
clarify, you do have to do some like weird motions, some possibly cringy.
Yeah, so
copulation
I like
motions.
a bath for my muscles.
Yes.
So and yeah, sometimes they are sexual motions that I have to do because my callers are perverts. But anyway, I digress.
Hold on. Dina, could you sign the fucky McFuckface line from that cringy copulation? Like, what would that be?
What was it again? Hold on, let me get the whole line.
Yeah.
Because fuck is like one of my favorite things to incorporate in.
You mean fuck my pussy, fuck face till I faint?
Yes, that one. Yep, that one. That's what I need.
Oh, I'm not going to say that word, but yeah.
No, I need you to sign it.
Yeah, faint is a weird word for Dina. She doesn't like to say it.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see how
that's
that
where
might
I draw
be.
the line.
Yeah,
That's definitely the word.
anti-feminism, right? You know, women don't just faint for no reason.
This is a YouTube exclusive, you guys.
That wasn't very dramatic. I could do it dramatic, but I'm not going to do that because my facial expressions will freak out our watchers.
No, that's fun. That's fun.
There you
I'm
go.
glad that we learned how to sign that.
Oh,
That
wait,
was
no.
incredible.
It would be more fun if you do this. Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I didn't
do
want
it.
to take away your
I got
fun.
excited.
Yeah, get us going again.
No, I already did it.
You already did? Okay.
All right, we'll go to the instant replay. Let's see that again, John.
I'd like the folks to know that you guys can leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473.
Call now.
Call now. And as always, you can always leave us a weird take at #weird takes. We'd love to hear your ridiculous writing, reading, and comedic thoughts. And you can, well, maybe you listen to them on an episode or something. So,
And as always, after a cult episode, you can message me for clarification, but I will not be arguing any theology or religion with anybody. I will answer your questions, and that is all. I am not going to argue or defend myself because I don't have the energy for you fuckers. Thank you.
so what we're trying to say is kindly and respectfully suck it.
Don't ask her how many goats.
Yeah, I'm gonna be asking how many goats immediately. All right, guys, this has been another incredible episode of Don't Make It Weird, and guess what? Next week we're bringing the banjo extraordinaire himself, the author of Howland's Ballad, Ian V. Connery. Did I say his name right? Did I say his name right? Did I fuck up his name?
No, I think his name was right. I'm not sure about the name of his book, but we'll find out.
Helen's.
Howland's. Helen's? Yeah, we should probably clarify
Helen's.
that. So, Helen's Ballad.
Helen's.
All right, guys. You can find me on
wait.
Twitter. What? Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh, I just wanted to say that Ian wrote me a song once when I was locked in my bathroom, and it was beautiful. Okay.
oh, hopefully we'll get to play it on the episode. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be incredible. And before that episode airs, I will be seeing him at his book signing, and maybe I'll get a little shout out from him on there. So, guys, this has been a fucking incredible episode. Thank you all for joining us in this beautiful endeavor that is the Don't Make It Weird podcast. You can find me on Twitter at DanQ_WritesThing. That's DanQ_WritesThing singular. It's not dank. It's not rain. It's not any of these bullying words.
We've never called you Rain. Rain calls you Dank.
It's a dance.
No, you.
You're so pretty.
I'm so pretty. Thank you, Dina. Dina. Thank you for telling me.
You got a couple likes, so I have a couple compliments for you.
Yeah, that's true. I did get a couple likes. So also shout out to
Hey, Nefix.
come on the show, boys.
It's Dank.
No, it's just one. It's just one guy.
It's just one guy. Come on the show.
One
We
of
love
them
you.
left the band.
Yeah, we'll treat you right, baby. We'll treat you right. Just come on. We'll be fine.
Hey, if all of our fans that listen to this could go ahead and go tweet at Nefex, Neffex, and convince them to come on the show, please.
Please. Dina will write more erotica for you. She'll write more erotica for you, please. All right, guys. And Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me at NEFFE. I promise, I'm not crazy. I just think he's a very, very talented writer. Anyway, congratulations on your new child, Bryce, and you can find me on Twitter at Dinosaurus D. That's D like these nuts.
He's never going to come on the show now, guys.
No, never.
Now he's never going to come on the show. And producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
For anyone who's interested, I'll be taking dowry offers for Dina's hand in marriage. The best offer right now is 2 goats. Hit me up at ShaceHoleDo on Twitter with your best offer.
I've got 2 Basenjis. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, guys. This has been another great episode. We love you all. Jazz hands.
Don't Make It Weird, hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinosaurus. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme music by Amaria. If you enjoy the show and want to support future content, check out our merch shop at store.don'tmakeitweird.net. That's store.don'tmakeitweird.net. Every cent goes right back into the cost of making this show possible. What is your dowry for Dina's hand in marriage? Let us know on Twitter or in the comments below. The best answer gets a free copy of a paperback book of your choice from any of our previous guests. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week in the one with Ian V. Connery.